I'm joined by Weather Authority meteorologists Peter Hall and Josh Kozlowski. We picked today, a gorgeous day, to reveal the winter outlook.
Man, I couldn't pick a better day, right? And it's just so nice. People were outside. I saw people without jackets.
For sure.
You guys got your coats. You're ready.
It's a little chilly now, but it was certainly warmer earlier.
Something, yeah.
And we are the Salt City, so I guess it's appropriate. And we've got some one of the greatest plow crews here in Central New York across the country. But you want to know what it is? What does the Weather Authority think it's going to happen this winter? Let's take a look. Aside from the guarantee of colder temperatures and some snow, predicting how the winter will exactly look here in Central New York is nearly impossible with any certainty. Still, the Weather Authority team has crunched a ton of data to give you a picture of what things could look like. This winter, there's no doubt we're going to be experiencing a strong El Nino, which could affect our weather significantly.
Yeah, and during El Nino, winds over the eastern Pacific Ocean tend to weaken. Warm water builds along the west coast for parts of North, Central, and South America. And a strong El Nino generally means wetter than average conditions around the Gulf Coast region and drier conditions elsewhere. Our research shows that previous similar El Ninos to the one we expect this winter show equal chances for above, below, or near average temperatures, and average to below average snowfall most of the time, but not always.
Another huge factor in our winter forecast is the polar vortex and how deep it'll plunge, bringing frigid Arctic air into Central New York. Something that controls that is the quasi-biennial oscillation, or QBO for short. It's a big word, an acronym for how the winds may move high up in the stratosphere near the equator. This winter, the QBO is forecasted to be in the easterly mode or negative mode, which increases the chance for colder than normal air to be pushed in our area from the polar vortex. We did some research on what happens when a strong El Nino and a negative QBO combine. Unfortunately, there is only one season since 1980 that had both the negative QBO and a strong El Nino on record. That season was 1991-92, and that season had roughly near normal temperatures, but the sixth highest snowfall on record since 1950. This completely goes against every other El Nino year in Central New York on record, when most snowfall seasons were near to below average. What does this all mean? Unfortunately, it gives us conflicting signals of the exact type of winter we're going to see, both temperature-wise and snowfall-wise.
And with that in mind, our CNY Central Weather Authority team has the following winter weather forecast. For snowfall, first, there is a 40% chance for near average snowfall. Second, there is a 40% chance for below average snowfall. And lastly, there is a 20% chance for above average snowfall. Remember, the average snowfall for Syracuse is nearly 128 inches. The last 4 seasons have had fewer than 90 inches of snow, with last season seeing fewer than 66 inches. Chances are good that this winter could be snowier than what we have been used to.
Here's a snowfall map of average seasonal snow. And boy, what a difference between areas east of Lake Ontario and the Finger Lakes region. Notice the scale here and the colors and what they mean. This is a typical seasonal snowfall. Obviously, the reason for this is lake effect snow. The further north you go, Route 31 northward, the heavier the snow map. Keep this in mind when we talk about our forecasts for above, below, or near average snowfall. For temperatures, there is a 40% chance of above average temperatures, a 40% chance for near average temperatures, and a 20% chance for below average temperatures. There's a lot of information there.
Yeah.
And we're going to make sure to post it so you can rewatch it.
Yes, because I need to watch it again, absolutely.
Do you have any questions about what you just saw?
Well, I think the thing that I'm most struck by is the fact that last year it was 66 inches.
Yeah.
I mean, we had nothing. So even if this year is 100 inches,
right, which is still below average,
I'm feeling 40 more inches of snow, and I'm going to feel it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And especially the last 4 seasons being below average, I think it's almost certain that it's going to feel much more wintry this winter, and there's likelihood of cold air outbreaks due to that polar vortex. So there's going to be, I think, a more wintry feel than we're used to.
I think it's going to play with our minds a little bit after last winter in particular.
Yeah.
Peter, thank you. That'll be posted at CNYCentral.com, and I will watch it again later tonight.